Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm having a bit of a creative rant, let's call it. And it's about kind of bullying or body shaming in the gym, but me being me, I want to try and spin it onto a bit more of a positive note. So the main problem I see is you've got guys or girls that are in a situation where they're overweight or they're out of control and they want to make a change. So they're in the gym, they're doing the right things, they might be working on the treadmill, they might be using weights, but unfortunately they're new to it, so they're not going to be perfect like all of us were. And what you'll have some people in the gym that will be kind of picking holes in them. They might be saying, look at him, he's so sweaty, or look at him, he's not doing that right, or look at her. And it's not creative, it's not supportive. Our job as human beings really is to help each other. It's a real shame that people want to pick holes in people and pull them apart and potentially knock them off their health kick rather than supporting them. If you see someone who's using horrendous technique and you're worried about them, rather than getting your phone out and taking a video of them, go up to them and say, look dude, have you tried it this way? If you need any help, just give me a shout, I'm more than happy to help you. And I guarantee that one little bit of reassurance that makes them feel welcome in the gym that they might not have had yet is going to help them flourish and help them kind of really move on to where they want to be. And don't just think it's the people that are just starting that kind of get this, what's the word that I'm looking for? This kind of judgment. It's not just those people. I mean, everyone gets it. Leon and myself get it. Everyone gets it. And it's a shame really, because we're all built very differently, and that's totally cool. Some of us are incredibly fast at running. Some of us can jump high. Some of us have got great ab genetics. Some of us have got massive arms. It's all different. But to pull someone apart because of the way they look is normally just a reflection of your own insecurities. Like, unfortunately, I'm going to say it, as I've met more and more people that are in very good shape, they tend to be more insecure. And maybe that's what's driven some people to get in that condition. I'm not saying everyone, but certainly vanity and insecurity work hand in hand for a much part. So my point for those of you who are watching this, I mean a lot of the guys and girls that are going to be that way aren't going to watch our videos, and that's totally cool. But for those of you that this will have an impact on, all I want you to do is just support people. Like, people look at me and Leon like I'm weird. Or even my mates that come in the gym, I go, oh, you're looking good, dude. Oh, chest is looking great. People look at you like, what? What's he said that for? And it's crazy. Like, people think you're crazy now if you smile all the time. It's mental. But don't be afraid just to tell someone, just give them a pat on the back and say, look man, you're doing great. And that's enough to really brighten people up and just spur them on. I mean, how much would you like it if people did it to you all the time? And like I said earlier, unfortunately, a negative statement is much more powerful than a positive. They try to wipe out the negative statements, or even use a negative and change it into a positive. If someone's got really bad technique and you tell them, say, well, let's work with this. Let's try using a trap bar for your deadlift to start with, or let's raise your heels a little bit when we're squatting, or let's work on your flexibility. All these things can be worked on. It doesn't always have to be negative, and don't feel like you have to almost put your insecurities on other people. You don't. If you're insecure, that's something that you need to deal with yourself, not reflect onto other people. Why would you choose to kind of pull someone apart when you can make someone's day? Like, I don't need to tell you this, you all know this, that when you do something for charity or you do something selfless, you get a good feeling from that. And it's the same thing that makes me and Leon want to train people. When you're a part of someone's transformation, it's not just physical. Someone doesn't go from being this size to this size. They completely change the way they think, and their happiness and the hormones of their body will run different. And it's an awesome thing to be part of that. And you all can be a part of that in some way, shape or form. If someone's at the gym and they're 10, 15 stone overweight and you give them a little bit of advice, and maybe when they're a few stones down they go, oh thanks so much for your help, it's worked wonders for me, and you can feel a little bit of pride that you've helped someone come from here to there. And we're all going to get a stigma on a label against us for having some kind of genetic disposition. Like, I get slated for having tiny calves, and honestly it's water off a duck's back. I could not care less. My girlfriend has quite chunky legs. I love her legs. She hates them, but I love them. Do you mean, and we can all, it's irrelevant what you look like. That's really not a big problem. For me, fitness and health is about creating a stronger, happier person, a better you. I know that's coined a lot. It's like making a better you, but it's so true. It's not about trying to be perfect for a bodybuilder. Like, people still seem to think that the pinnacle of fitness is being massive. Like, people go, how come you guys haven't grown in X amount of time? Because it's not my goal. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I don't eat that way. I don't train that way, to be honest. And I don't particularly want to look that way, and I don't want, in my personal opinion, the pressures that come with that. I don't want to get on stage, and I don't want to put the pressure on myself to have to look a certain way. And it sounds silly, but it's a combination of a lot of little things that make someone a lot happier and more confident. Like, I use my girlfriend again, she won't mind, but like, she's got quite chunky legs and I love them. But when we got together, even on a hot summer's day, she would only wear jeans. But now she'll have a skirt on and she'll enjoy that, and it's only because I guess I've reassured her, and other people said, look, you look amazing. And there was a lot to be said for that. Like, people that have been very large and then scared to wear vests in the gym and now they're wearing vests. That's totally cool. I mean, be a part of that, spur people on. There's much more satisfaction out of helping someone become more comfortable, more happy than there is bringing someone down. So the last point I'm going to make, and this is something I want all of you to work on, is free yourself from the ties of like the stigma that you've been given. Like, I've always had small calves, and it did used to bother me, but now I couldn't care less. I'm happy, my girlfriend's amazing, my life's good, and I'm happy. For you, it might be the stigma that you're overweight at the moment, so change it. Work on it. Surround yourself with positive people that are going to help you make that change. And don't be a victim of your own insecurities, because it's only an insecurity there because you let there be. Just remember, what goes around comes around. And I know that's a coined phrase as well, but think of it this way. Someone who's having a rough time with it, you support them, you give them help, and then to the next person, they talk very highly of you. Instantly, your regard in people's eyes has gone up. And that's only a good thing. And the more you help people, the more you get loved, and the more it goes around in a big happy circle and everyone's happy. So just help people out. All our differences and all our kind of special bits, let's say, is what makes us all unique and makes us all awesome and very much loved by someone. So like I said, don't be victim to your own insecurities. Learn how to let it go. Learn to be more than your insecurities. It's a favourite quote of mine that I saw recently, and it was, I promised myself that when I'm older, I will live for more than my insecurities. As people, we have like an obligation to be happy, and we have a responsibility to help make other people happy. So on that note, do stuff to make other people happy, and I love you all, and I'll see you this time next week. Bye guys!